Now,
on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app.
O'Connor and Company.
It's 6:37. We're continuing on our long march through this Friday morning so we can get to the weekend. All right, you two just need to simmer down.
When Michael plays this intro music,
Yes.
this is the stuff that gets me going.
Get the funk on.
Telling you.
Patrice Onwuka, you getting your funk on?
I got a little bit of funk in me.
All right, yeah, you do. And we like to bring it out whenever possible. Thank you for joining us this morning, and thank you to I'm Larry O'Connor alongside
Happy Friday,
Patrice
folks.
Onwuka. Patrice Funke Onwuka. Brenda Thiam is running for the 6th Congressional District, and first of all, I apologize if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but clear it up for us if I could.
That's always the first thing I have to do with people.
Yes.
Is help them understand how to pronounce my last name. It's pronounced Cham. Can you believe it?
Cham. Oh, okay. Sure I can.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So Champ, but drop the P. How about
Perfect.
that?
All right.
Okay.
But for those looking for the website, if you want to get more information about Brenda Thiam, you want to go to Brenda Thiam. That's how it's pronounced. And she is running for that Republican nomination in Maryland. Tell us about yourself.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much for having me, first of all. It's early in the morning. People working this time of the morning?
Well, we do.
So, yes, my name is Brenda Thiam, and I live here in Hagerstown with my husband and our 2 dogs and our daughter in college, a former state delegate in the Maryland General Assembly. I served under Governor Hogan's tenure for a few years, and it was great work. I loved representing my constituents, so much so, and I saw that the seat was open. I thought, that looks like it'll be great. Let's do that. Let's run for Congress. You can do it, Brenda. So here I am. No more shouting at the TV.
You're right. No more firing off an angry comment on a Facebook page. You're actually going to do something.
TV doesn't work. Excellent. Get out and be a part of the solution.
Well, that's right. Now, Brenda, talk to us about some of the issues that you see are going to be top for voters in Maryland 6.
You know, I've had many conversations with people as I'm out door knocking or at the grocery store, at the gas pump. Can you believe it? The price of gas, you know how much it costs to fill up our gas tanks. People are really struggling now, and not just Republicans, Democrats. You know, this economy, Bidenomics, is crossing people, is crossing races, is crossing political parties. You know, if you're saying you're doing better now versus 4 years ago, I'm not sure, you know, what you have going on, because most people are having a hard time.
I've looked at your page to show the issues that you care most about, and it's no surprise that education is number one, because you are a special education teacher. You've been in the middle of it, and you see exactly what's wrong with education in Maryland and, frankly, in this country. And I know that that resonates with the people of the 6th District, because we've talked about the problems at the Frederick County School Board as well as the Montgomery County School Board. I want you to be specific, if you could, from the federal level as a member of Congress. What can, should, or would you do to fix the problems for parents in your district?
Right. You know, and to be 100% transparent, the federal government, sometimes we're a bit overreaching. We overreach too much in those matters. That could maybe go back to the states and go back even to the local school districts.
By the way, that's a great answer. If you say, I want to go to D.C. to fix education by getting D.C. out of the business of education, I love that.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. School districts, local boards of education know what's best for their communities. At the state level, sometimes they've got to pull the reins on them. Sometimes they're going too far currently with some of the legislation that they're pushing out at the state level over in Annapolis. So as far as at the congressional level, I don't want to do too much. And I think it's a great idea. We've got to pull back some of that power from the Department of Education, seriously revamp what they're doing there, maybe even, shall I say, shut them down. Do we really need all that federal oversight of our local schools?
You know, Brenda, another issue that I think it's national but also local. It's crime. crime, and then let's pair that hand in hand with immigration, because we're increasingly seeing, because of the open border, that our crime is getting worse in this area. Can you talk to us about your view on crime and law enforcement? And I'm looking at your bio, and it seems like you have a family member who served in law enforcement.
Yes, my dad, many years ago, God bless him, he's no longer with us. He passed away in 2006. Lived in Memphis, Tennessee. He served with Shelby County as a sheriff deputy. And I remember the stories that he would share with us jokingly, but I'm sure very seriously, about those knuckleheads who just don't want to follow the law. He worked the fugitive unit on third shift in Shelby County, one of the toughest counties in America, in Memphis. And I have a high respect for my dad and also my brother, who serves in law enforcement for Homeland Security. Even here at the local level, we are being impacted with murders and people committing egregious crimes. We have to support our law enforcement. At the end of the day, we know that now. We cannot defund the police.
Yeah.
We need them. Crime is increasing. We've got to support them. Now, if there are any bad ones out there not doing their job, which I'm sure that's in every profession, bad teachers, bad doctors, bad lawyers, then we deal with them one-on-one. But we can't lump them all in the barrel and say all law enforcement are horrible.
We're speaking with Brenda
Mm-hmm.
Thiam. Sorry for stepping on you there. Her last name is spelled Thiam, by the way, if you're looking for more information on the web. She's running for the Republican nomination in the 6th Congressional District. You happen to be calling in to tell us about yourself on a day where all eyes are on Congress. You mention often on your website about our growing debt and how it's our grandchildren's debt that they're now inheriting, that we have to get federal spending under control. Well, this is a good hypothetical. If you were in Congress today as a representative of the 6th District, what would you do with this bill that just got handed to you at 2:30 in the morning last night?
Oh, my goodness. I stay on top of reading and just learn of that information just yesterday. Another $1 trillion added to our debt. That pushes us up to now to $35 trillion, 1,000-page bill. I mean, my friends in the legislature used to tease me because I read every bill before I voted on it.
Yeah. Well, and Ms. Thiam, you know how this works. You're going to get an email from the whip or maybe even from the speaker saying, Brenda, you may be against this, but I need your vote. And you're a freshman. You better show up and vote for this thing. And you know the repercussions if you defy leadership. What do?
My constituents want me. That's the leading language there. My constituents would like for me to. That's who we're working for. I'm not there to work for Brenda. I'm not there to work for those things that are of interest to me. I'm there to work for and be a voice for people in my district. My constituents would like me to. That's what we have to answer to.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah. Brenda, we didn't lead with this question or even mention this about you, but you were a Black Republican. And I'm going to end.
I'm sorry, Patrice, that doesn't exist. That's impossible. What are you talking about?
and like me, we are both Black women who are conservatives and we're Republicans. And I'm literally on another screen looking at the number of Black women, Black men who are leaving the Democratic Party and particularly not supporting President Biden. Talk to us about what you're seeing and why you think this is happening. Why now?
As I said earlier when we started, I think people are waking up. The economy is devastating. The border, what's happening at the border is mayhem. It's chaos. It's like people are just coming through, and people are waking up. People are starting to witness and identify, as long as you're not living under a rock, that, wow, okay, maybe the Democrat Party really, not that one party has all the solutions. It takes all of us coming together with common sense legislation. But people are really seeing that this isn't working. Biden and his administration are driving our country in a ditch, and people are paying attention, and they're finally waking up.
By the way, I mean,
Yeah.
you talk about a dangerous, dangerous individual. She is a woman. She is black. She's a Republican. And I'm seeing a picture of Brenda Thiam right now in Annapolis at a Moms for Liberty rally.
Oh,
Brenda,
boy.
you are public enemy number one for the Democrats. You watch your back, all right? Keep your head on a swivel.
I love pushing the envelope. We've got to be bold now. We've got to be bold. They
Well-
want to shove us in a corner. They want to silence us, but we can't be silent anymore.
Brenda, I love it. I love your perspective. And no matter what happens in the primary, you stay involved. You stay plugged in because we need your
Yes.
voice very much. Thanks for being with us
Thank you
today.
for joining us.
Thank you, guys. God bless.